New Year's upon us, everybody. Happy New Year. I know a lot of you are going to be seeing the New Year's resolutioners out and about, ready to change their whole life, ready to make a huge difference, ready to completely abandon the donuts and the junk food and get in the gym and, save for that thing they wanted. And we all know how that goes, right? We know that 2 months later they're on their ass because this is the first time they've really tried to be disciplined and they just quit. What they don't understand is that when it comes to discipline, the best time to do what you want to do was a long time ago. And the second best time is now. See, I'm sure each and every one of these people who had a New Year's resolution thought about this New Year's resolution months beforehand, right? They thought about it months beforehand and they went, you know what, I really need to get in shape, or you know what, I really need to keep my finances in check. I've been so lackadaisical about it, and I need to keep it in check. But something about the holidays keeps them closed-minded. It keeps them thinking, oh, I'll just wait. I'll wait till the New Year's resolution. See, the New Year's resolution is a trap. The New Year's resolution is basically just another version of, I'll do it later. Because you think about it, before the actual New Year comes about, right? So in reality, you're looking at this thing, you're like, oh, this is a good thing. I'm waiting till the New Year to start this resolution and get myself to the place I want to be in life. When in reality, it's just another form of putting it off. And you may be watching this video and you may start feeling guilty about that, but let this be a lesson, okay? The minute I thought about my New Year's resolution, I started it right then and there, months ago, maybe a couple months, 3 months. I started it right then and there because I knew a head start was going to be huge. And you know what? It is. I got my consistency on my YouTube channel up. I got my writing up. I got my lifting up. Getting my finances up. And now that the New Year's come around, and now that I've visited my family and gone, had a couple drinky poos because it's a vacation, it's family, why not? Now that all that momentum has just decreased, just slowed down. It hasn't completely stopped, thank God, but now that it's slowed down, I find it really hard to do all these things that most people put off for the New Year's resolution, all the good habits. But you know what? I'm in a much better position than the New Year's resolutioners. I'm in a much better position. I've already done the thing for the past couple months. The momentum is still there. They're starting with zero momentum, or maybe even negative momentum. People think, oh, the Christmas party, I'll have 3 slices of cake and that's my send-off for the old life and I can jump into the new life. Why do that? Why do that? I know why you want to do that. You want it right now. You want the beautiful taste of cake in your mouth right now. And that's the real problem with that mentality, wanting things now. I want the gratification now. You don't need it right now. Our ancestors, who starved around this time of year, did they panic that there was no Christmas tree? There were no Game Boys presents under the tree? They didn't. In fact, those things were put there to elevate you in a time most likely when you're starving. The caribou isn't around, or maybe it's really tough to find. Everything else is in hibernation. And you're just pushing along with the rest of nature. And it's winter, it buries you. You gotta be a seed. I cultivated that seed long before the winter months took me to the ground. And now I'm perfectly in place to grow. And if you missed that this year, well, I'm sorry to hear that. But take this as a lesson. Write it down in a notebook. I'm serious. Write it down in a notebook. The New Year's resolution is year long. It no longer becomes a resolution. It just becomes your life. The meditating, the reading, the journaling, the YouTubing, the writing, the positive socializing. See, a lot of us like to go ghost mode, right? And that's always a really useful thing. Going ghost mode, going monk mode, feeling like you have to distance yourself from the people in your life who aren't really on that game. And I get it. But at the same time, being able to healthily socialize is extremely important. If you just distance yourself from everyone, you're going to end up like a Spurg, just undisciplined in the art of conversation. And then you're going to try to get along with the new, the big guys, the go-getters, the winners, the 5 people you want to surround yourself with so you can become like them. You're going to look at them and you're going to fumble because you don't have the skills that you were supposed to be developing. So there's a healthy form of conversation, okay? There's a healthy form of interacting with people who may not be as ambitious as you. You're going to have to. If you want to be exceptional, most people are not going to be as ambitious as you. It's about setting healthy boundaries, right? But still, it's important to come together. This is the time of year for it, after all. All right. I'll catch you later.